greatest voice of all times. Period. That's it.
Show your love for Belinda Davis.
For me, Whitney is everything. Yeah. Great artist. Legendary.
That was the moment we've been waiting for. Welcome to the Late Night Show. Hope everything is okay. Hope everything is all right. I'm your host, Andrew Dick. Okay, dokie, kids. Let's start off today's show a little bit different. We're going to be looking at some stuff on our social media page, Late Night with Andrew Dick, of course, on Facebook. And other social platforms, but we're going to focus on Facebook because sometimes it's okay for us to talk about the certain things that happen throughout the week. That's the whole reason why we're doing this late night, right? Before that, let me mention that there is a story that broke today. The prosecutor office drops some charges, all the charges against some suspects of a case called Helsinki. I hope you remember that one, right? It was in 2022. And I must say, if you go back to that particular time, it was when politicians were being locked up left, right, and center. So you're guessing, okay, once they come and search your house or they come and confiscate something, you're guilty automatically. And unfortunately, when they do the search afterwards and you're waiting to go to court, to defend your name. It's just the day doesn't come because they're still busy investigating. So then the idea is, how long are you going to just be there, chilling and waiting? Anyway, so the Helsinki case so far says that there's no prosecution against the suspects in the Helsinki case. The prosecutor of the islands, the OM, released this statement. All right, now, according to the press release by the prosecutor office, no prosecution in Helsinki investigation. The prosecutor office, OM, decided to discontinue prosecution in the investigation of the Helsinki concerned an investigation into fraud and corruption and suspected to have been committed by, among others, a former board member of the government-owned company. The reason for the discontinuing the prosecution is that one of the suspects in the Helsinki investigation was told in the past by the OM in another older investigation that he was not a suspect. The manner in which this was delivered made it also apply to the facts later investigated in Helsinki. OM has therefore decided to no longer feasible to prosecute any of the suspects, and the investigation hereby ends. Helsinki was Ted Richardson, former member of the Council of Ministers. He was a minister of TIAT. It was just for about 5 minutes, but Ted Richardson was a minister back in the early 2000s. Now, from all indication, it looks like, and that's what I'm seeing here, back in 2013, I believe he was the minister. Okay, yeah. All right, I found it. Okay, so this story from SMN News says the two suspects whose homes were searched by both in Curacao and St. Martin said they are flabbergasted with the house searches that were conducted by the RST, both on St. Martin and Curacao. Former Minister Ted Richardson told SMN News that the detectives went in his home in Curacao and conducted a search without a warrant. He further explained that the detectives took his watch and seized items in his home. Richardson said his wife asked, when the wife asked detectives for a warrant, she told that no warrant is needed for the search and that a so-called warrant will come after. So I just giving you a little bit of backstory. And this was on December 20th, 2022 was the last time this was updated. So the investigation was ongoing and then it went cold, and now 2025 they tell you, oh, my bad, don't worry, we ain't gonna prosecute you anymore. However, good luck to you. Stay out of trouble. I remember Ted Richardson was supposed to go to one of the government-owned companies as the CEO, and people smeared this man's name the whole of 2022, I guess. And when the searches happened, I guess, whatever. But you know what I mean, like how. And now, it's not even a public apology by the prosecutor office. All the prosecutor is saying is like, you know what? We dropping the case. Goodbye. And the whole time, Ted Richardson could be just waiting to see what's going to happen every morning. You got to see if they're going to come for you today. 2022, 2023, 2024, 2025. The things we just get away with here is ridiculous. Welcome to the late night show. We have a good one for you when we come back. The question is, do you pay attention to the comments on late night? We can answer that when we come back.
another level.
Yo!
What is it?
Guess what? I got an idea. It's amazing. You see how we have the link sharing all everywhere?
QR link,
the
yeah.
QR link.
Yeah.
Raw Caribbean Channel app. Yeah. You're welcome. Put it in the back.
But it's not an app though. It's not an app. App you have to like download something to get it on your phone, take up space. It's not an app.
It's like an app. Therefore, it can be an app. So, it's an app. Raw Caribbean TV app. Say it with me, Al. Come on.
It's not an app though. All you gotta do with that, it's a link. You take the link, you hit the bookmark, you say add to home screen, and so it shows up like an app icon, but it's not an app though.
Are you a real person? It is an app because you get to watch all the programs from Raw Caribbean at one place. It is an app.
I don't know how to explain this to you, but factually and technically, it's not an app. Kind of like we do the news, facts,
Yeah.
and you do that thing you do.
Whoa.
Point being, you just go to the QR, you hit bookmarks, and you hit add to home screen, and then you can have the link to, let's give it another name.
The app.
You want to call it the app?
Raw Caribbean TV app.
Jess.
Yes.
Jess, please, give please some sense, Jess. Jess.
It's kind of like an app.
That's why she gets the big bucks.
It's not an app, though. It's not a app. What the It's not a app.
You kiss your mother with her mouth? My God. Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Yes.
It's not an app, though.
All right, welcome back to the show. Now, before we continue with the show, also, the St. Martin Carnival Development Foundation, STDF, their office will be open starting this Saturday. You can contact them as far as your 2025 pass is concerned for Carnival. It's just around the corner. So make sure you check it out. Carnival. I don't need to sell it too much, right? But just book and get your pass now so you don't have to worry about going inside and not having to stand in line and all of those good stuff. And also, try the shawarma wrap from Abu Ghazi. They have a new Abu Ghazi location right close to the Eden. Polo Hermanos in Simpson Bay. Yeah, in a corner there. Right there, Abu Ghazi Shawarma has a new location, so you can also check out them other spots. But there's a new quesadilla burger wrap, shawarma wrap. Sounds interesting. Try it out. Let me know how it is. All right? Good. Let us go through the comments of, it's always good for us to see what's on the mind of the great people of St. Martin. And you can clearly see it. So I'm going to let me play this video first, and then we do the reactions, the comments of this particular video. Take a look.
You have to take the warning. When people talk to you, understand what they're telling you. When you take a family from out of their poverty, when you take a family that don't have nowhere to stay, and you bring them into your home, paid a vehicle to carry their things, and because you suspect the mother, because the mother and the 15-year-old daughter, look at it, the 15-year-old daughter who has a baby get pregnant at 14, because the mother and the daughter having sex with the same man, and you talk about it, that is what you get for thank you. That is what you get for thank you. So I want people to understand I am not the one who doing this action on my own, because the mother and the daughter are having sex with the same man, and I get vexed about it. That is what I get for thank you. I had to do everything for these people.
Crazy, right? I know. All right, so let's go through the comments. Sad that the mother puts up with that the poor child is more than likely forced by the man and is afraid. That man has to be jailed. Next up, we have it pays to do a background check before letting anyone in your house. Something wrong with our mother. Yeah, I agree. With a full video. Don't discourage yourself. Now, when you are helping, you are helping. Yeah, but I don't mean like you're a jackass too, though. Like, come on now. All right. That was interesting, but that's one of our viral videos off of the Facebook page. There's another one that was pretty interesting. Let's go into that one. And I notice people really just go in on the comments, and or you need to learn how to behave because or you just go too hard. Very much so. Sorry, I'm looking for the video. I'm looking for it because it was just earlier this week. Okay, I found it. Now look at this picture. Now, when you look at this picture, tell me what you see. Tell me what you see. That doesn't remind you of the Causeway Bridge side, just by the roundabout next to the gas station. Yeah, it wants to look a little bit like that. So when I put it up as, what does this remind you of? So everybody was chilling, everybody was cool, and it was like, yes, yeah, okay, cool. And then of course, person from Guyana going like, hey, Guyana, my country, you know, the normal thing. But then it got dark, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go into the comments. Let's go. Okay, so Natalie said, I think you mean St. Martin want to look like Guyana. Okay, that's not what I meant, but okay. Delbert says Causeway Bridge. So you get it. All right, so that was the whole purpose of the post in the first place. Then Rosalind says Guyana always loved. Nice. Okay. Then Jacqueline says, nice country, lots of oil, and so why are the people leaving their country? Okay, nobody said it. Okay, let me go into the reply. Somebody said politics. Somebody says not anymore. There is mass migration back to Guyana. Okay, so everybody's keeping it civil for now. Wait, it gets worse. Then Andy says it want to look like nowhere in St. Martin. Then Troy says Guyana has a floating bridge. Before I born, don't you think it's time for development? Then Roti says, stop put your evil eyes on the people them country, bro. I didn't, whatever. Hey, Dicky, don't get wild. Oh my God. I said, it looks like, again, if all you lives in Martin, you would see it and go like, hey. So when you see a picture like that, you'll be like, this kind of look like, let me put it up, get some reactions. Not these type of hating ass comments. Hello, mind how you showcasing the oil-rich country. How can they want to look like St. Martin? And then, of course, people responded there. People take things way too serious. Late Night West, Andrew Dick. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
And I fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait a bit. Tell me how to wait more. Tell me all that I should know. And I fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait a go. Tell me how to wait a bit. To evoke some empathy. And I fall on my knees. Tell me how to wait to go. Tell me how to wait to see. Show me all that I could be.
Hello, my people. Make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip, and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV 15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the Late Night Show with Andrew Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the Late Night Show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV 15.
Thank you, TV 15. Make sure to tune in
Make sure to tune in to the Late Night.
and sit, sip, and chat.
Late Night.
For over 50 years, we've understood the power of connection. Back when connecting St. Martin to the world seemed impossible, we made it possible. From pioneering international calling to introducing digital mobile services and laying the foundations for fiber optic technology, we've kept you connected wherever life or business takes you. And through it all, we've proudly supported the vibrant culture, traditions, and people that make St. Martin unique. But that's not where our journey ends. It's where it starts again. With a brand new commitment to connecting you, we've been working tirelessly behind the scenes to improve our services and bring you a better, more reliable network. We've restored the SMPR1 fiber cable that connects St. Martin to the world, ensuring faster speeds and greater stability. Our mobile platforms are being upgraded, and we've expanded our mobile coverage so you can stay connected wherever you go. Our new customer service system is easier to use and more efficient than ever. Plus, we're continuing to expand our fiber network, bringing you the most advanced internet available. But beyond pioneering technology, we're committed to uplifting our community, because this is our home too. That's why we provide free connectivity to many schools across St. Martin, equipping the next generation with the tools to connect, learn, and grow. At Telem, proudly local, we're here for today, tomorrow, and every milestone ahead.
All right, time for your flashback.
Flashback.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing, sir?
We are in the busy period, but we're doing okay.
Now, of course, you are, well, the police is working on an action. At least letting people know what's happening as far as the parking is concerned. I know this has been an issue for quite some time.
Yeah, it's been reported several times by us in the press about the situation and the parking in Philipsburg in general, but on Front Street and the boardwalk as our principal problem. And the main issue we are being caught up with, that it's turning such a headache and it's nearly being uncontrollable. And our main point is that we, sooner or later, we spoke about it enough, and now it's time, most likely, we're going over into action. So this is one of those days that we're going to have this talk, and with seeing the situation, you will understand what the idea is and what we're going to plan to do in the following couple weeks.
Now, of course, you always get the, they have those parking where you want me to park. You have the space, you get that all the time.
And you know what's funny about life? Anywhere else in the world you go, you have to park 5, 50, 100, maybe sometimes 500 meters away just to get where you're going. I know we have this, I call it a bad habit, that we want to park literally where we want to go, in front of the store. And if it leave to us, we would go in the store with the car if it's out of the vehicle itself.
Yeah, of course.
So,
But that's the thing, you know. I think maybe we get spoiled over the years.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that it's been a long time. That person always, you know, look for parking elsewhere and so on. So, what's going to be the consequence?
yeah, let's talk about the parking and location in particular. There are certain places whereby in Philipsburg, there's parking, paid parking
Like this?
in the government parking lot. And these are the issues we're dealing with daily. Yeah? This is what I mean. This hinders a lot of the free flow of traffic. Imagine at the moment that the fire department has to pass in here. And the consequences of having this car blocking this part of the road at the moment.
Yeah. And then also I see there's
The van. So we're asking these persons. I know it's convenient, but these are the issues we have been speaking about over the last year.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay, so that's back street.
That's back street.
Now going through the alley.
And remember, front street is as a Dutch, an algemene stopverbod, is a no parking stopping area.
Oh yeah?
It is.
It's news to me.
There's certain places, it's always been, there's certain places that you're allowed to drop off and pick up persons. That's always possible. But front street is a no parking area.
Okay.
There are certain persons who have private parking locations, but all of these are designated.
Okay. So let's say, for example, in this alley, going through back street, going on to front street, there's a vehicle there.
It's a vehicle.
So is that supposed to be there?
According to me, legally, it shouldn't be there unless they have a unhelping as it's called, a permit.
Perfect.
So again, they should have a permit. I'm not sure if they do, but officially, if they don't have a permit, it shouldn't be here. This is a fire hazard. You understand? If anything in this alley is on fire, how would you get in here now?
Oh, that's what you mean. Okay. Yeah. They're blocking
the entrance.
Okay.
We're on famous front street.
And
let's go down first. I think that's most of the area. We want to go down here.
All right.
And again, today part of the road is closed, so you don't see it as much.
What about here?
You know, there are certain places that are places you are legally to put your vehicle. But most of these places are mostly for deliveries also. Eh?
Oh.
So you could come here, park your van, park the truck, do your deliveries, and go. So those are not the biggest headaches we're dealing. We're dealing on those who literally on the sidewalk.
On the sidewalk itself. Okay.
I want you to. I want you to on my phone what they do with pictures.
My friends.
Go in.
Now, of course, you know, during the evening hours is mainly when, you know, persons take a chance.
That's not totally true. During the day, lately, it's hard to take a chance. It's during the day. Again, we get caught up with the fact that the police can be everywhere. Right? Let's not play the fool. There's priorities, and then there's priorities. The police can be everywhere, every moment. So during certain times, these guys take the chance knowing that the police are busy with other things, to just park all over. And even though we speak to them 100 times in different languages, the answer is always, I'm just going there for a minute.
No, of course, as far as the cones is concerned, like when is this police supposed to?
Let me tell you what the joke happened. You know, one thing caused the other.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that too much persons have been parking on the sidewalk, most of the owners of the properties have decided, you know, something to avoid this in front of my store, I'm going to put a cone. So the one causes the other effect.
Oh, so you could imagine when Front Street is full, the persons walking, they think that the cones are, you know, either by public works or by police. No.
It's mostly from the owners of the properties.
Wow. Okay. What's up?
So if one thing brings another problem for the other, and bring another reaction from the public.
Yeah, because everybody's gonna take the law into their own hands, and that's what we're trying to avoid.
Yeah.
Now, of course, this is the famous courthouse section of Structure. And also the entrance to the famous boardwalk.
And again, for the taxis, they do cooperate the most of the time. They do, so we don't have much problem with them. There's also an agreement with them when they can come in, when they can move, and when the chain is down, how to deal with that. That's not an issue. But we're talking about most of those who, like, are parked on the side. Again,
okay, so that's
imagine this being a fire truck fire department have to pass on this alley at the moment.
Okay.
And how difficult it is just having that particular van there on the corner.
Okay. You see, so this is what you mean by, you know, persons doing what they want.
Yeah, for them it's convenient. I understand it's convenience.
Yeah, because it's close to the job over there.
Yeah, I will close wherever they're going.
Yeah. Okay, now, again, you know, people have the tendency of saying, hey, listen, give me 3 seconds, give me 5 seconds.
Give me 5 seconds, I'm just going right there.
I just go in there for a couple of minutes. But of course, that is the problem. That's the main problem. Because everybody does it. It creates a chain effect.
I'm gonna even look at the cones. Remember, these are not cones placed by us.
Okay.
And this is a new phenomenon now that the parking on the sidewalk have brought with it.
Yeah, I see. But wow, never really noticed them until now.
You didn't notice, right?
You know, I swear, I thought the police are the ones that.
Oh no! If you notice, most of them advertise their stores and using that as the main way of stopping the others from parking on the sidewalk.
And of course, the different because usually parking happens here a lot.
Yes, and that's why these guys, whoever the business is, has gone over to doing this. It's a cause and effect.
All right. Okay, I see it. Now, as far as persons actually being fined for this, is it allowed?
And again, the fine is one of the last options we're using now lately. What we're gonna do, most likely, we're gonna have a conversation concerning the cones.
Yeah.
The community officer, so that's why I'm waiting on him also to reach. He's gonna have a conversation concerning the property owners concerning the cones.
Yeah.
Because you just can't take on your own and just close it off either.
Okay, so most of these cones are not supposed to be here.
No, they're not supposed to. I'm just saying, in not too much words, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Also, we talked about the alley.
Yeah.
And also the structures that being. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Like for example, look at there. There's not a car there.
There's the alleys.
Yeah.
I understand. Now, look at the 2 cars blocking the 2 alleys. Yeah. You understand? Nobody thinks about the risk if there's a fire in between the alley or to the last building.
Yeah.
How does the emergency service get there?
Yeah.
It sounds easy, but until something happens, then you would understand.
Okay. All righty. Well, I'm pretty surprised.
Yeah, but again, if you never take the time and look at it, you would understand.
Yeah.
I understand most likely this is one of the owners, them. He used most likely the sidewalk as his private parking.
Yeah. But you can't do that because this is again.
This is a public walkway. What we have noticed now, because of these tendencies, it forces most of the tourists to walk on the road.
Yeah. While cars is also traffic, is ongoing traffic all the time, and that's why you said that it's supposed to be only for ongoing traffic.
Ongoing traffic.
Actually, when you look at it, the cones, it makes this place really look like bad.
It's something that just happened lately, and again, like I said, cause and effect. The owners don't want them parking in front of the store.
Yeah.
But so to avoid that, they start with the cone project. That's what I call it.
Wow. Okay. And also, you have some stores that are closed. So right in front of the stores that are closed, people tend to also park in front of that store.
In front of the store.
That's not allowed.
Again, Front Street is no parking area with exceptions. There are exception locations that you can.
Okay.
But on the sidewalk is always a no-no. Let's start there.
Yeah. Like here, for example.
Here still, I think this was the old part of Seaview Hotel. I know this part was like the other hotels has a part where you could park. You could have just, but again, as usual, to drop off and pick up someone. That's where the taxis them use.
Yeah.
They use the corner to avoid stopping the free flow of traffic.
I see. And then what about the parking signs?
There are some signs around, but let's be specific. This is Romi's task, always to replace them. The police have to just show where the signs have to go.
Yeah.
The police do not put up signs. Let's get us specific.
Okay. Police does not put up signs.
Romi puts up the sign. We give advice where the sign should go.
All right. What about this car? This car is...
Again, the car, if you look at the sidewalk is clearly marked. The part of the sidewalk is where the contest where you'll be able to park. Even the road shows you how.
Okay.
If you notice, this is how, especially for the way the hotel was, so the clients could stop on the side, leave them out in the past. That was the idea behind it.
Behind it, yeah. But now it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Because look, the same way you have tourists walking on the road, while here...
Well, they had to be part of they could have passed.
They could have passed, yeah. Okay.
And we're going to go on this side of the road because these are the main issues we are having.
Yes?
These are the main issues.
Okay.
This is totally the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And now what it forces them closer to the shop or on the road?
Both. But more on the road.
More on the road.
Yeah. So this is what you mean by...
But this is what I totally mean by using the sidewalk as your own private parking space.
Yeah. Okay.
As we go down a little further, you're going to see it only gets more complicated as we go. We're not going to go too far down, but it's just it's just for you to see the idea that what effect it has.
And you know the cones.
And again, as one person see the cones, they're going to do the same thing going all the way down.
Does it, yeah. It caused the chain.
Yeah, cause and effect.
No, this is what I mean, where this business is closed, for example, and then you have a van there, so... Yeah.
The question is, where is he? On the sidewalk.
On the side. Yeah.
It's literally on the sidewalk.
What's up, my brother?
How you doing, sir? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We good. So we forcing. Guess now if there's a car here, a car vehicle there, where does the person who walks have to go?
On the road. And yeah, this is straight in front of the church. Oh my God, 4 cars. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you see,
not even on the church. My point of view is it's on the sidewalk, people. It's on the sidewalk.
And it's not for a couple seconds.
As you could notice, these persons most likely are working or waiting for someone somewhere.
Yeah.
If you a couple seconds, someone would be in the car waiting.
Yeah. And again, this is on the sidewalk.
Totally on the sidewalk.
Oh, yes, on the sidewalk.
And now I'm enforcing me where I have to go now.
Yeah, on the road.
But it's a concept of trying to get the public to understand it has its hazards. Huh?
Yeah.
It comes with its hazards.
And it does. I mean, just take a look at...
and what it caused.
Yeah, everybody just have to walk. And this is what, after 12 o'clock? What time is it?
And today it's good, and it's good still compared to the normally.
Really?
Yes, it is, because most of the time, now that the cones are there, it forces the cars to keep ahead driving.
Oh.
This time of the day, with this amount of tourists, this whole road will be full with cars, all the way up.
Okay, so what do you want the public to do?
Again, we want to cooperate. We're asking again. We've been asking for the longest a while to assist us in not doing this. This has effects on the emergency service if something happened. And it's not a bad view for Philipsburg.
Yeah.
The question going to be, but where you want me to park? The $1,000 question, eh?
Yeah.
There are options if you want to walk, because you can't park by talent parking lot.
Yeah.
It costs you nothing.
Yeah.
Or you go to the paid parking lot, or there's free parking lot on the back of on the Nisbet Road.
Yeah, and the post office also.
Our post office parking lot.
Yeah.
So there are possibilities, but the question is, do you want to?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Now, of course, the going into we are in the busy season, so it means that this doesn't help.
This just makes our job a little more complicated. And with that being said, we have reached nearly the end of our rope. We have been tired of talking and conversating and explaining. Sooner or later, you're going to reach a point whereby you have to do something about it. And you can consider it a warning, you can consider it a fact, but we are going to take care of this problem sooner or later.
Yeah.
Our conversation a while ago, most of us don't want the cars on Front Street as long as it's not our car.
Correct.
They don't want the police talking about our car, anybody else's car.
Everybody else. Yeah. Correct.
Not my own.
Yeah. And that causes again a trickle effect, because at the end of the day, it becomes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I just count 6 cars.
6 cars. And the question is, if I find this particular person, guess what the first question is going to be? Why me?
Why me and
not they?
Yeah. Why not me? Yeah. Okay.
We're trying to dumb down the risk of scooters in and out of Philipsburg because of the robberies we had down Maho in those places. So in the next coming weeks, for sure, also any scooter that comes into Philipsburg would be tackled there. We're going to try to stop and control.
Okay.
As long as the possibility is there, we're going to stop and control. Again, today is a good day. I don't see much vehicles on the boardwalk, but normally this also is one of the places that we get a lot of headaches with during normal operations, whereby people comes on the boardwalk. We understand that you have to do deliveries. My advice is always coordinate this with a community officer. I know the businesses have to go ahead and make their turnover, but if you coordinate this could be easily fixed, that everybody knows how to be on the boardwalk every 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
Boardwalk has this main issue whereby if there's a tourist area, if someone is not being observant, they can be struck by one of these vehicles that uses the boardwalk as their place to get the driveway.
But I mean, police have been monitoring this for quite some time, and what really made you step up the action now to actually let people know that they should stop these type of practices, because they know it's wrong. Well, I would hope so, that they know that because if you have a vehicle, that means you went to drive-in school, and I'm sure they told you about the rules. Is this also part of the second-hand vehicle park there?
Again, I see that they're busy with the construction.
Yeah.
If you're going to park here, most likely he's going to need a permit also as normally. So most of the time, that's also regulated.
Okay.
But at the end of the story, it's mostly those who come, drive, parks, as if this is their own personal parking space.
Okay. Now, of course, the CDG said of the action.
Yeah, let's talk about action a little bit.
Let's talk about that.
The different divisions have come up with a plan for the next coming weeks, and that's why we're asking again to avoid the long faces, the anger, and the discussions. We are asking most of those who are coming to Philipsburg to use the legal parking spaces.
Yeah.
I'm specifically seeing on the legal parking spaces.
Emphasis on legal.
Illegal.
Yeah.
The sidewalks, the alleys are not the legal parking spaces.
Yeah.
They just hinder, giving the community officer and the police only more extra headaches that they don't need. And it is a safety issue. They don't see it. They say it as a convenient issue, but it is a safety issue.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, look, we had different examples whereby they had vehicles blocking entrances where, if there's a fire breakout or ambulance has to come, or even police has to respond to something, they can't even go into
Can't go through the alleys.
And that connects everything.
And it is, like I said again, it has a reaction because the shop owners, the business owners are going to do something else to combat that effect of having their businesses blocked by vehicles.
Yeah. Now, I can't imagine that, person would be driving on the boardwalk
You would be amazed.
during the day.
You would be amazed.
I mean, at night, you take. I see, some people take a chance because the way it's connected, you don't have any boulders, stopping you.
Mhm.
So you just take the chance. But that it happens.
There was, it was decided in certain locations where you could have come onto the boardwalk where there was no signage. Specifically, that was one of the places we decided, something at the beginning at the small pier in the beginning, not to have to put signs there telling them, listen, you can't go in there to come on the boardwalk. Guess what? What's the use having a sign and no one really thinks it's not? What value does it have?
Yeah.
And the question gonna be, yeah, but where your police? What are you doing about it?
Yeah.
We can't be all over.
It can't be all over, and sometimes you need citizens to be responsible.
And this is for asking for the responsibility. Be the good corporate citizen.
Yeah.
It's all about that alone.
Yeah.
The police are not there to go find no one. Believe me, that's not our first choice.
Yeah.
We prefer that let's conversate about this. Let's have a talk about this. Let's explain why we shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah. And
It's a carrot and the stick, eh? The stick is the last thing you want to always use.
yeah. But once they notice that there's no consequence,
The consequences, yeah.
People take chances, and I guess that's where it falls.
And the consequences is not the issue. The issue is mostly where the blast back to get to the police, when the police stop in particular, me or you.
Yeah.
As long as not me. Do your job as long as that's not me.
That's a good slogan. I think the police should use that.
Home priority by a square miss. Okay?
Yeah. Making deliveries. Yeah.
And we asked them also concerning these times, please coordinate it with the community officer, he's on his way now, to avoid them coming doing deliveries in the peak hours.
Yeah. This is peak hour.
This is peak hours.
Yeah. Yeah. But of course, like you say, the police can't be everywhere.
Can't be everywhere. Again, this is the community officer of Philipsburg. Mr. Martes, welcome.
Steph, how are you doing?
I'm good. Mr. Andrew?
Andrew, how are you doing? Welcome.
We were just conversating about the situation in the front street, about the parking in particular, about the new phenomenon with the cones.
Yeah,
you noticed that too?
Yeah, right.
The one cause the other effect.
We didn't even know that. Yeah.
The store owners also want to put on the cone stuff, right? They put them to park in front of the stores, to disturb them for the flags and to walk all the way down. So that's the situation actually in town. Also, we have a situation with the deliveries, where the guys can come in hours at a time, park on the sidewalk.
Yeah.
To deliver and stuff, Basically, on that we make an agreement with them between 8 to 10 o'clock in the morning. They could deliver, I go leave them park, delivery, park. You have to park in the parking space, yes. Deliver the stuff, and after that time, once we have 4 shifts in town, 4 and up, we close Philipsburg for those lines, just for the tourism to use. Yes.
Yeah.
But it doesn't help also though that they have cars on the side of the vehicle because they come early and they park and they leave afterwards.
Yeah, the most of the time when we see a car just is disturbing the free flow.
Yeah.
We check the number plate, we send it to the central, see if we can run it up, see if it was the owner. The owner a call, tell the owner, please come in the vehicle.
Yeah.
We get through the situation with it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that we try to use the least drastic measures first.
So far. Yeah.
The least.
Yeah.
But then again, sooner or later, you reach the end of the rope, and we're about to reach the end of the rope, and we're about to tackle this a little forceful, showing them that we have to do this.
Yeah.
Because right now it seems that we don't have no control, and that is something community officers dealing with, communications dealing with, the police force is dealing with at the moment. I keep ahead repeating myself. Be a good corporate citizen. Let's get rid of this problem. If you don't need to be in Philipsburg, then don't come. If you're coming, use the legal parking space that is designed for. Again, try to tell you to move the code. You got a cars in effect to buy. Now you're gonna get the fellas to come and park on the sidewalk again.
Move the coin something serious, like. That's what I was you know, there's also the security. Part of them are before number. That's something happening, we won't call it. That's what. Also the security stuff. So we'll leave it the security breaks in. We're talking. Just tell them. No, sorry, you can't park. I think we're just doing really good. Don't call me, but we can come inside. You can type here. One of the stores here, we go. And so they know our mission. Try that. So are you good? Anyone? You can go inside.
No, let's go.
You can come inside in a brother.
We're going here. A minute.
Yep. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We good. We are just on a small news press concerning Front Street in particular. Myself, as a communication director and the community officer, with the parking situation that is a disaster on the sidewalk. So that is what we're really dealing with the press now at the moment, trying to tell the population that we need to get this problem solved.
The parking is one, but you know, if you look at the street, for elderly people, they're gonna trip. They're constantly, you know, it's very uneven. You see the cobblestone. That needs to be addressed because on a daily basis, people are tripping.
Yes. So, but again, the issue is the cars that are on sidewalk forces the people on the road, and that's our main plight at the moment.
Yeah. So that needs to get addressed big time.
Yes.
But the bollards that we used to have were a great option.
Were a great option, but they decided to change it, so it was something that we are also dealing with at the moment.
Bollards would have been a great option.
Been a great option.
Yeah.
Thanks again, eh?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
It's been enlightening, and I hope that the public pay attention and also refrain from. As we speak, look, there's a car right here.
Yeah. It is an issue that you try to deal with, and you know what's going to happen tomorrow. Somebody's going to put a cone there.
Yeah, and then it causes the ripple effect.
Yeah, ripple effect.
Yeah. Park where you're supposed to park, people.
That does it for Late Night Show. Thank you so much for watching. Until tomorrow, do have a safe and pleasant one.